Hi, my name is Maanee and I am the creator of the Embodied Feminine Facilitator training, and I'm very excited to introduce to you personally a bit more information about the journey and what you can hope to expect if you join us in Ubud Bali in October. So this training is a 21-day residential retreat and facilitator training process where we will focus on the area of the shadow, therapeutic dance and embodiment, and tantric femininity. These are the three areas that I specialize in, and over the past 5 years I have begun to formulate certain processes that provide us as women the safe container to explore ourselves and to explore our obstacles and barriers that inhibit us from truly expressing our authenticity. So what this facilitator training is about is going firstly into your own therapeutic journey and process to explore your inner world, to explore the conditioning, the imposition that has been placed upon you through society, through culture, and specifically your family home, that has molded you to be in a particular way, to gain essentially validation and approval from the outside world. This is one of the greatest woundings for us, especially in the Western world, where we are kind of designed to be a particular person to, as I said, gain this acceptance and approval from outside. And we also have this vulnerability within us in our personal relationships with men and with women, with our co-workers and people in our life. So we generally hold this great insecurity that I am not good enough. And what we will be doing in more of the embodied personal therapeutic process is seeing the ways that this belief manifests in your life through the masks that you wear, through the certain beliefs that you hold. And once we do this, we are able to also feel safe enough to explore who we might be, how we might express ourselves, especially as a woman, without this unconscious belief system that we carry. So the first week especially is about unpacking and having a look at the certain core beliefs that we hold, the patterns and the stories that we hold towards the false self or the ego self, and then start to explore our own capacity to express truth, our own personal truth, in each and every moment within the present moment. So it's a peeling away of the layers, and the way that we will peel the layers is through exploring, which I said already, the conditioning from outside, and then also looking more specifically at femininity, the conditioning of femininity, which is varying from culture to culture, but we all still hold one particular idea of what feminine is. And I will also take us through processes to unpack this particular conditioning and start to attune to what your natural feminine expression is. So we look at sexuality, and we will explore our sexuality through tantric femininity. And we will explore the sexual shame, the sexual inhibitions, again, the sexual conditioning and programming that we have that goes against our natural feminine sensual embodiment. So we will also look at our eroticism. We will explore erotic dance through femininity. And this all leads us into the area of what your capacity is to hold space for other women to explore these questions and inquiries within themselves. So through the shadow, exploration through the shadow, through the exploration of tantric femininity, and then embodiment and dance, you will receive these tools to offer other women. And you can do this through women's circles or through workshops, and that's the part of the facilitator training process, where you will also receive a transmission of how to hold space, of how to guide these processes, and bring women into a space of shedding and coming into presence. So the meaning for me, especially around femininity and what authentic, natural, feminine expression is really accepting who I am and what my expression is in each and every moment. And that doesn't look in a particular way. There's not a particular conditioning based on that. It's just about developing this capacity within myself to respect, love, and honor who I am, and to really nourish the parts of my vulnerability that need to be seen, that need to be loved, and need to be integrated, that holds me in a space of self-love and self-acceptance. And this is essentially what this program is about, is coming into a space of self-love and self-acceptance, and then how you can facilitate other women's journeys to find that same principle and virtue in life. And this provides so much fulfillment and so much gratitude and so much contentment within the present moment, rather than jumping into the mind and focusing on the past or the future. We really hone in our ability to come into the here and now. So this is what I call embodied presence, and this is essentially laced throughout the entire program, is how we can access more and more embodied presence in our life. So we focus on avenues of therapeutic dance to facilitate the journey of embodiment and coming back home into the body. So also exploring the suppressed emotions that are stored within our body, also related to our sexuality, and how to channel and move our emotions, our orgasmic energy as a pathway of creative self-expression and authentic self-expression. So it's going to be an intense journey, especially through it being residential. It is shared accommodation where there will be 2 women sharing a room. And I've deliberately made it this way in order to allow you to go also into more one-on-one interpersonal relationship with the woman that you'll be sharing the room with, to express all the things that may come up while sharing space with someone, and how to actually process and go through experiences of sharing your own feelings and going into radical honesty about what is happening inside of you. And when you can share this deep process with another woman, it will provide you with such a great capacity to hold space for others to access that authentic self-expression, authentic relating as well. So some people can get turned off by the idea of shared accommodation, but this is a very, very profound experiential retreat that provides you with the capacity to really drop in with human beings and what the core limitations are that hold us back from expressing what's inside, rather than masking ourselves and wearing a particular self-image that we want others to see. So we look cool, calm, collected, we look like we've got our shit together, and rather being real about what's going on. So just to wrap up, the training is very much around learning how to access freedom and come back to the innocence of our being, come back into this childlike curiosity and awe of life, of love of the self, and of surrender and presence into trusting truly your intuition, truly your femininity, truly your sexuality, truly your heart, truly your mind and your spirituality, and bringing all of this together as one living ecosystem to then surrender into the present moment and what that has to offer you in your life. So doing this with a group of women is very profound. It's also about healing this wounding of the feminine, the suppression of the feminine, and marrying again the inner masculine and the inner feminine together to create this bridge and wholeness between these 2 polarities with our being that create this sense of oneness and unity within ourselves. So if you have any more questions, you can read below the rest of the information, and any more inquiries you can write to us through the website. I hope hope to see you in Bali.